Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am Michelle Spieler. I'm an over 25-year professional makeup artist. I come from the Hollywood industry and I saw a real void in mature technique a few years ago, and I designed or created the Mature Makeup Masterclass. So it's a series of 23 videos on mature technique using all different budgets, all different products. So you can always check out that link. Okay, so I realize I look crazy, and welcome to the Monday Beauty Review. I do a beauty review every other Monday. And I was not sure I was going to do it this week because of my current situation. And my friend Karen checked in on me and she's like, "How's the skin?" And I sent her a picture and I'm like, "I don't know if I'm going to do my video." And she's like, "I'd still watch it. I don't care if your skin is all burned and peeling." She's like, "That's real life." And I'm like, "You're right. This is real life." So let me tell you real quickly what I did and then we're going to jump into it. So I decided that 2024 was going to be the year of peels because you can get the same end result with peels that you can with lasers and CO2 laser, and lasers and CO2 laser are extremely expensive. There's quite a bit of downtime. It can actually cause hyperpigmentation, and it can also cause pinkness or redness in the skin up to a year. And I didn't want to deal with any of that. I want to be in control of my skin, and clearly I screwed up, but at least I screwed up on my skin, and I'm not paying a ton of money for someone else to screw up my skin. And we're going to talk all about that in my 1-year plastic surgery update, because I have a lot to say about a lot of med spas and a lot of the procedures that women are throwing a lot of money at when they should be saving their money for surgery. But we'll talk about that in a week or two. I decided to start with TCA peels. It's what I had done with my dermatologist a year and a half ago. I loved the outcome. It was beautiful. For a month, I didn't have to wear foundation. My skin looked so pretty. And then slowly little freckles and sunspots start coming back to the surface. She recommended a series of 4, spreading them out like every 6 weeks, but I couldn't do all that downtime because I filmed 5-6 days a week. So I decided to do peels at home, and I can plan them around when I have filming, when I have big brand deals over on TikTok, etc. So when researching at-home peels, I found a TCA peel with a company called Makeup Artist Choice. It's highly revered. People love it. But I also found Platinum Skincare. And I think because makeup artist was in the term, I just went with that company. It was 50-50. And in hindsight, I wish I had gone with Platinum because they offer intense education, like tons and tons and tons of videos on how to do it properly, the steps to take, pre-peel, post-peel, what peels you need, how exactly to do the peel. Whereas with Makeup Artist Choice, the products are superb, but they just kind of give you written explanations that I don't think they're good. Like, for instance, they tell you to use a Q-tip with a TCA peel, and this is why I have a whole stripe here where I missed that whole area. And then what's this? Did I go over that like an extra time? Like, what? It's weird. So now I know never to use a Q-tip, but I used the Q-tip with the lactic acid peel, 40%. My skin looked great. A week after that, I tried a TCA peel at 10%, and I did a Q-tip. I looked fine. I had little teeny tiny microscopic flaking that you could only see in a magnification mirror, but I was still able to do videos. I took a couple days off without wearing makeup, but I was able to resume. And then 2.5 weeks later, I decided to up it to a 20%. And I'm not happy with the outcome. You know, I was supposed to take my best friend to lunch yesterday and I couldn't. Tonight I'm taking a good friend from Los Angeles. She is the department head for The Voice, for the hair department. I've known Geraldine since 2003, and the last time we saw each other was 2011. And she's in Nashville tonight. I'm gonna take her to dinner, but look at me. I can't wear makeup. So I put Lashify on and I'm gonna do my brows. And then before I go out tonight, I'm gonna leave around 5. The sun will be setting, but I'm still gonna put like a light mineral sunscreen just to kind of like fade some of this because I look crazy. But I mean, she's only in town tonight. She leaves tomorrow. I'm not gonna say, sorry, I can't meet you. So anyway, let me be an example. These at-home peels can seriously do damage, especially if you're on the Fitzpatrick scale of like 4 and deeper. Like if you're like around J-Lo and deeper, you can actually cause hyperpigmentation to your skin. So these are not child's play. And I would never recommend someone doing an at-home peel if you have never had a peel in a dermatology office. I recommend a dermatologist or a dermatology PA or a dermatology nurse, an RN who's in a dermatology group, but I would never go outside of a dermatology group for a peel. I wouldn't do an esthetician unless it was a licensed master esthetician working within a dermatology or plastic surgery group. I would not do medi spas. I think that is a huge gamble, but look at what I did to my face Friday night and it's Monday. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, a couple things I want to talk about is some products that I've never tried, and I would love to hear from you if you have tried these products or similar. Right around Christmas, I ordered this teeth lightening kit, you know, where you put the tray in, and I guess there LED lights, or I don't even know, but I bought this, and this is by Laughland. It's a whitening kit. And then they send the little vials. I don't know. I've never tried it. Obviously, I've had it since Christmas. I keep putting it off. Would love to hear your feedback on home whitening kits, okay? Also, this lovely company, Swede. They're out of Sweden, hence the name Swede. It's all clean beauty. It's really beautiful. Here is the founder. Stunning. But they have sent me some really beautiful eye pencils and mascaras. So I'm curious if anyone tried the Swede brand. I'm anxious to try that, and I will in the next couple weeks, but it just came and I just wanted to know if anyone out there has tried Swede. It's beautiful. I did a video this week on color science. I don't know if y'all know who Michaela is, but she's a huge, huge, huge influencer on TikTok. She's darling. She's like 24, 25 years old, but she is known for selling out a product. So she likes a product and talks about it in a video, pretty much sells out that day. She's got a huge following of like 14 or 15 million. And she was talking about this new Color Science SPF Flex. And what's cool about it is, I'll show you on the back of my hand, every shade comes out white, and then as you're rubbing it in, it adapts to your skin color. Now this is shade Fair. It's probably a little too light for me, just a little. And I did it on my face. I did a TikTok. And it was very pretty. It was just a little too light, but they were out of my shade. They did not have light. I don't think they had light or medium, which is great. It means they're, selling out. But I was real impressed with how it looked all day. I also bought their, Total Eye Therapy. And this comes out peachy. So it's like this. So it's nice. It feels so nice under the eyes because this is nice and cold, and you can do some lymphatic drainage and you can depuff. And then this little bit of peach comes out to just gently color correct. And I loved that. And this is all I wore the day I did that video. I did wear bronzer. I did wear eye makeup. I wore lips, but this was beautiful. And I can't wait to get the proper color because like I said, this is a little bit too light. I think I will go up 1 or 2 shades and then I can mix them. And then they sent me this a while ago, but these are the glow drops. And this is more for that. You can see it's skin color, but it's going to give you that really beautiful pearlized glow. So I can even put, see that little bit of, like, this is now more natural and this has got more of a glow. So that's nice. I can even add some of this to a deeper color, but I love Color Science. I've used their powder SPF minerals for many, many years in my pro kit, especially for men. Men don't like sunscreen, especially if you're shooting outdoors all day on TV or film. Men hate sunscreen. They hate it. They always resist it, and then we get in trouble because if they get sunburnt, then what if we have to go back and reshoot that scene a couple days later and now they're sunburnt? So it's a makeup artist's job to keep people's skin consistent through the whole shoot, and so we would use the Color Science dry minerals on these men. It was great. It really helped. Another thing I tried this week is, you know, I love Jones Road. I love Bobbi Brown. If you don't know, Bobbi Brown started Jones Road Beauty. It's clean beauty. And they sent me their new, let's see which one is. It's their new Peony Pink Neutralizer Pencil. And it's very pretty. And I wore it also in a TikTok. And it reminds me of Saint Demi 03. It really looks like 03. See, here it is right here. See how that's peachy? Maybe it's even the tiniest bit lighter than 03. Maybe it's like if you mixed a little 01 into 03. But I did it under the eyes and I did a wear test. It did wear off quite a bit, but it's an emollient pencil. What I love about these is you can toss them in your purse, and then if you need to reapply, you can just quickly reapply a little bit. But it's very skin-like under the eye. It's a nice alternative if for some reason Demi didn't work for you, or if you are not someone who wants Saint makeup. This is a really pretty color corrector. Just know it's not long wearing and it will wear off. So it does require touch-ups, but it was very pretty. So I wanted to mention that because I do love Jones Road. I think it's a beautiful product for mature skin. Another thing that was sent to me and I tried this week is there is a makeup artist who is the global director for NARS, and I worked with her. I worked with UZO back in 2003 when I would freelance for NARS. And she sent me this beautiful pen for, you know, eyeliner. But it's thinner than anything I've tried. And I'm not surprised because UZO would not just reinvent the wheel. She's going to create her own new wheel. And this is such a thin, beautiful line. So if any of you love a felt pen, this is so thin and elegant. It's better than anything I've tried. And I will put this in Shop My Shelf because I am so impressed and I would love to help her out. It's always hard to start your own makeup brand. And, you know, there's just so much competition out there. But UZO was one of the best makeup artists I've ever worked with in person. She's so talented. So I was real excited that she sent me that. She sent me some skincare too, but I haven't used it long enough to be able to tell you about it. Okay, another thing sent to me this week. Our Pacifica came out with these little Sunny Glow Drops, and I'll start using this more in spring as we start to, you know, get a little bit more color. But they're mimicking the Drunk Elephant bronze drops that have sold out consistently for years. And what's nice is you can add a couple drops to a tinted foundation or to that Color Science to kind of, you know, warm it up a little bit. And then look, and you saw how little I used. So that's really nice. I'm really excited to do that. In fact, until I get my proper Flex shade, I can add a little bit of this to it. It's nice and warm, which we know now goes with my season. So I'm excited to try that. I did a huge Milani video 2 Saturdays ago. Many of you probably watched it. It did really well because y'all want to see drugstore, and I'm happy to accommodate. I really am having fun using drugstore makeup, but making it look really high end. I want to tell you, I did a mob wife video this week. I was the first creator over 40 on TikTok who did the mob wife aesthetic. I did it about a month ago, and I've been wearing the mob wife aesthetic in my Instagram stories and on TikTok for the whole month, because it's all about like glam makeup, but kind of all monotone glam makeup, and big furs and big sunglasses and winged liner, and it's just a look I love. I love it. I love the mob wife aesthetic. I've never done a video on here because it's very trendy, and I tend to do more practical videos here on YouTube, video ideas that you can apply to your own life. And I'm not sure how many of you would want to learn mob wife aesthetic makeup here, but you know, convince me otherwise in comments. Anyway, my point is I did a mob wife video again this week, but for a brand, and it was about just having very smooth like skin. And so I thought, okay, what's a really good kind of not matte but not dewy foundation that can give me really beautiful coverage? And I went back to Milani and I used this, and it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And even I asked my daughter, who is hypercritical, I said, you know, Gracie, how does my skin look? And she's like, it looks really good, Mom. And I'm like, do you see texture? Does anything look dry and cakey? And she's like, no, that looks really good. And I used the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and I used it in my Milani video. And I am shade 02 Natural. So it looks darker and more yellow than me, but when I blended it all out, it was beautiful. Now, the reason I used that and the reason I did a mob wife video is because I'm working with RoC, and I'm real excited because, again, drugstore, this product is right now at Walmart for $21.97. So we're just saying under $22. But this is their Deep Wrinkle Repair. And I was like, what's that? Now they also have, let me show you, because they sent this to me. They have the Retinol Night Cream. See how it says Deep Wrinkle Night Cream? But I did a video for the Deep Wrinkle Filler. Now, this says it's smooth skin, and you can use it every day. It has a little retinol in it, so if you feel uncomfortable using retinol in the day, just don't use it. But if you're using retinol at night anyway, and you're wearing a high SPF, very important, high SPF over this, this can help give you a smoother complexion under makeup. And I put it to the test, and I used it quite a few days, and it worked under Saint, it worked under that Milani, it worked under Tinted Moisturizer. I'm impressed. I really am impressed with this product. How come I cannot open this? Okay, here it is. It comes out like a serum. And, you know, I already have a ton on my hand, but it comes out like a serum. And I've asked a bunch of women on TikTok to let me know if they've tried this, and if they've tried it, what makeup they like to wear over it. And so far, the overwhelming consensus is some women have used this for years, and they even make one just for eyes. And this one woman said, I use expensive eye cream, and I keep going back to the RoC Retinol eye cream. That says a lot to me when real people are in comments telling you what has worked for years, but everyone has said this has worked well under every makeup they've tried. It's not a primer, but it does kind of fill in like lines and wrinkles. Anyway, I'm real impressed. I'm real impressed, and I wanted to talk about it. And I wanted to hear if any of you have used this, and do you use it under makeup? And if you do use it under makeup, would you please let us know what you love to wear over it, because I think that can really help everyone out. Okay, lastly, I'm going to, who knows Augustina's Botter? I'll be back. Okay, a couple of years ago, when this became all the rage and we learned that all of the celebrities were wearing this, and Kathy Hilton had Dr. Botter to her home before this even really went to market, and she invited all of her bougie richie friends, and they were all given this, and the company wanted feedback. You will see, like, Courtney Cox loves this. Who else I'm drawing a blank, but tons of celebrities use Augustinus Botter. Oh, I'm starting to peel. Ooh. So I bought it. Now this is probably about $265. I know, but I bought the 10-day size. I bought the 10-day size. I bought it on Sephora sale, and I used it. Did I use it twice a day or once a day? I can't remember, but I used it every day for 10 days. And I really, really wanted to report back to everyone that I noticed zero difference in my skin, because I was trying to save everyone money, including myself. And darn it, if I did not notice a difference. I really did. It was not a placebo. I really, really noticed a difference. My skin just looked, I don't know, brighter, firmer. And this was before my facelift. I used this before my facelift, and I was so impressed. I was so impressed. And the only reason you don't see me talking about it is because not many women can afford a $265 cream. I can't. I can't. I got a kid going to college. So they sent this to me. I will be using it after this all heals, but how much more so because this was based off of burn victims and stem cell research, and there's a whole amazing science that goes into this. There's not stem cells in this, but there's a stem cell technology in this that can teach your DNA to produce your own stem cells. And you know, it's very anti-aging. It's very expensive. You're paying for the research and development that went into this. That's why it's so expensive. It's also heavy packaging, which we know that adds to the expense. You will see a lot of people talking about dupes for La Mer. You know, La Mer used to be what, $150. Now I think La Mer is like $200 a jar, but people will say, oh no, it's just like Nivea cream. Well, it's not, because I watch cosmetic chemists on TikTok tell you that while they share similar ingredients such as glycerin and squalane and vitamin E and all the richness, they share a lot of that, mineral oil, but the La Mer has like an algae extract that's supposed to really help promote a more, youthful skin and just a better antioxidant system than the Nivea. But anyway, people don't like to hear that you like expensive things. People get kind of upset, like, give me more drugstore, right? But have you ever tried Glow Baby Pacifica? I'm really impressed with Pacifica. They have some really beautiful products, and they are in Ulta, and they're super affordable, and it's clean beauty, and it's vegan, and it's cruelty free. So don't sleep on Pacifica. Lastly, no, not lastly, we're gonna do my nails next, but I am taking a road trip on Friday morning. I'm gonna go visit my friend Ashley. She's in Atlanta, and she is the makeup artist for Lindsay Lohan on a Christmas film coming to Netflix next Christmas, and I'm super excited for her. So I said, hey, Atlanta's only 3.5 hours. Let me come out and hang out with you for the weekend, but I'm gonna be driving. And when that sun beats in through the window, like, that could do huge devastation. So what I'm gonna do is, my lashes are poking me. I'm gonna do my beautiful, I'm saving this. There's very little left. I'm doing this on my road trip, squeezing every little bit I can. If I have to cut it open, I will. But I'm taking my Naked Sundays because it's gonna kind of lighten everything. And by Friday, this is Monday today, by Friday, a lot of this will be faded. But I'm gonna take this and wear this in the car. And then I bought Extreme Zinc because I grew up on the beaches of Southern California, and I dated surfers, and I ran with surfers. That was my circle, surfers. And what surfers always wore on their face when they would get sunburn is they would do zinc. So I went on Amazon and I got this Extreme Zinc 50. I'm excited because I'm going to use it in the car. I'm going to zinc my whole face. I don't care if I look like a geisha. I'm going to wear this over this the entire way to Atlanta. And I'll let you know how it works. But it goes on really nice. It's not too thick. You can kind of see through it, but as you rub it in, it stays white. And that is how I'm going to protect my skin going on a road trip, because it was not smart to do a chemical peel before a road trip. But then again, whoever said I was smart, right? Whoever said that, not me. Okay. Also, TikTok voted a couple weeks ago for me to take my nails off. I was complaining about just how much I hate going to the salon. I hate sitting there for an hour. Like, I hate the whole process. And nails in Nashville are very expensive. You're looking at $55 to $70, and that is before tip. And I was just like, oh, great. Now I'm doing my hair color. Now I'm doing my hair color, which, by the way, stay tuned, because as the gray grows in, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. But I didn't want my nails anymore. And I'm a lifelong nail biter. And as I got older, it's not that I bite the nail and eat it or swallow it or even spit it out. I don't bite the nails. I bite my cuticles. And then the cuticle ends up being attached to the nail and it pulls off your nails. So what I have done is, there was a company on TikTok called Bare Hands. They have this beautiful kit that I want to show you. But what you do every day, first of all, it comes in this beautiful leather pouch, and they give you this beautiful little buffing glass, and you're supposed to buff your fingers every morning to take off the ridges to make them thick and healthy. And then you are supposed to also use their cuticle oils several times a day. So I have been, it comes with that little brush, and I've been using the cuticle oil. And then you need to constantly be pushing back your cuticles. And I'm having some success with this. I don't even know how to tell you to buy this, other than it's called barehands.com, I think. They're on TikTok, but I don't know if they're anywhere else. I bought this in the summer and it just didn't really work for me, but it is now. I don't know why. Maybe I'm in a different frame of mind. Then, I was telling my daughter how much I just love a beautiful light pink sheer nail. And she's like, oh, Mom, you need OPI bubble bath. So I said, okay, go get it for me. I love having a driver in the house now. So she went to get this beautiful OPI bubble bath. And yesterday, because I couldn't go to church, I had to do church on the couch because of how I looked. But I did my nails yesterday, but you can see it's already chipping off, and it's only been 24 hours. I did not do a top coat though. So that's no fault of OPI, but I wanted you to know this is going to be my new nails going forward. I'll let them grow a little bit longer, but I'm going to have short nails. I'm going to do bubble bath, and then I will, of course, do a top coat to keep it on, because I was just shocked that it chipped. I was just shocked. I'm like, how did that even happen? How did it get chipped in 24 hours? But I love how that looks. And that's I have old wrinkled hands, but that's my new hands. This is my trick. I'm using Bare Hands. I'm using OPI. And I'm actually so elated that I don't have to go to the salon anymore. I feel like liberated. I'll go maybe, every other month for a pedicure, because I don't like to do my own pedicures, but I'm so excited about my new nails. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all I have to talk about. Stay tuned on the peel. In about 2 weeks, my skin is probably going to look absolutely beautiful, but I'm not ready to talk about peels because I don't want you doing this to your face. What if I pointed you to one of these two companies and you bought a peel and you did this? I would feel sick. I would feel sick that I prompted you to do this. But if you do want to check out Platinum Skincare, I have no connection to them other than I was obsessively watching the woman's videos yesterday. She's a master esthetician and she sells at-home peels. but I highly encourage you to watch the videos, and you start with little baby steps. You start with tinier, smaller peels, and you follow exactly what she says, and then you work up to the bigger TCA peel, which is what I did Friday, but I did 20%, and not smart. Not smart. How do we think about this brown on me? This is in my color palette. It's like a chocolatey brown, has a little bit of a rich redness to it, but it's in my color season, and I love it. Look at that. It's so rich. Like, who says I have to wear black anymore? I can wear just beautiful brown. Wow. This color, seasonal color analysis was very life-changing. Okay, well, thank you for being here. I thank you for putting up with my face, but you know, I'm always going to live my life transparently, and I'm always going to show you what I'm doing and what is working and what is not. And this was kind of a fail. I mean, in 2 weeks, it's going to be great. My skin's going to look great, but it's kind of a fail because it shouldn't look like that. I didn't do it right. I rushed it, and I was not very mindful. I was kind of rushing it, and you can't do that with acids. You have to be super, super conservative and cautious, and I wasn't. So learn from me, learn from my mistakes. All right, I thank you for all being here. Thank you for the Monday review. I will be back in 2 weeks for the Monday review again, but next week I will be here doing a saint video, and I don't know what the topic will be yet, but it will be fun. And then as soon as I heal a little bit more, I will be discussing plastic surgery. I just don't know what day I'm gonna do that yet, because to talk openly about it and be vulnerable, I have to really be in the right mindset, and I have been pooped lately, and I just don't think I'm in the right mindset to talk about my 1 year update, my 1 year thoughts. But I have a lot to say. I'm gonna ruffle some feathers, and I'm not looking forward to that, but it's only because I love you and I'm your biggest cheerleader, and I don't want to see you wasting your money, hollowing your face when you could be saving your pennies for surgery. But I will talk about what procedures I do think work, just based on my own research and being a 56-year-old woman. I have no medical background. I'm not an esthetician, but you just have to be so careful who you follow. You have to be so, so careful. All right. God loves you. I love you too. And I will be back shortly. Bye for now.